Whisky.com news on the 17th of July 2018. We have a number of very interesting news. Most of them come from across the pond, from America. But we start in Scotland. Macallan is in the news because Macallan has a bit of a problem with fake bottles. So the new Macallan distillery built also an icon of the Macallan whiskies, the wall of whiskey. And what they did is they really built a big wall behind glass, and they put a lot of whiskies on shelves on that wall. And the problem is not all of the whiskies came from their archives, but they also had to buy a few of them on the market. And there are a number of fakes going around on the markets, and that is a problem. So in 2017, for example, one person in Switzerland opened a bottle of 1878 Macallan. And the problem was it was fake. So the Macallan distillery did the responsible thing and checked every one of these bottles for authenticity, and the ones they could not verify they took down. So if you go to the Macallan distillery, there are only verified Macallan whiskies on the wall of whiskey, which is a good thing. Next up is down in the south. The Penderyn distillery wants to expand, and they want to build a shop, they want to build a visitor center and some rooms where they can teach their employees, and because they already do have 50 employees, so they really need to train future employees, and that's what they want to expand in. The locations where they want to expand to is Swazi or Ladudno, and Ladudno, whatever, starts with a double L. So if you come from Wales, tell me how should I pronounce that, because that's not how you spell names. Okay, next up, just across the mini pond, is Ireland, and Ireland wants to have more diversity in their whiskey category. So they're kind of known, or were known in the past, for only having a few distilleries. For example, in 2013 they had 4 distilleries: Cooley, Kilbeggan, New Middleton, Old Bushmills. In 2017 the Association for Irish Whiskey already counted 18 distilleries, and there are 16 distilleries already being planned. So if everything goes to plan, we are ending up with 34 Irish whiskey distilleries. So there's quite some diversity, variety in the category of Irish whiskey. Next up, we go over the big pond to Kentucky. The company RH Resolute invested $9.7 million into a distillery in the west of Kentucky. It has 17 employees, or will have 17 employees, and they want to produce 400 barrels per week. But they want to, even that later, they want to increase that to 2,600 barrels per week. And if you want to know, a barrel has 52 gallons or 200 liters. So 52 gallons times 2,600 barrels, that is a lot of output for 1 week. I'm very interested when they open up a visitor center, or when they are worth visiting. I'll probably go to the States another time. Yeah. The next up is Tennessee, down a bit further south. Sazerac has a distillery there. It's called the Popcorn Sutton Distillery, and they used to be in Newport, and they want, which is kind of in the middle, a bit more north of Tennessee, and they then want to go further west, and they want to go from Newport to Murfreesboro. Probably butchered that name as well, but if you come from Tennessee, tell me how you pronounce that name. They want to open a visitor center in 2020, and they want to employ 20 to 25 employees, and they have to build 2 new warehouses. I don't think they have that many whiskeys on the market yet, and they're kind of known for a bit more of their white whiskey, moonshine thingy. Hopefully that develops a bit more into that sophisticated stuff that doesn't taste like paint thinner. But I'm really excited about that, and I think they will go a bit more into the quality stuff. Up next is Heaven Hill, and they're kind of breaking a bit of the tradition because they want to do a cask finish for their bourbon. There's a law, and that says if you want to produce bourbon, you have to use fresh barrels. So what Heaven Hill will be doing is they will probably use fresh barrels to produce a bourbon, and then they do a cask finish, and this will not make it not a bourbon but a cask finished bourbon. And it's a bit strange what casks they use, because they want to use orange curaçao casks, which is a French liqueur which is kind of strong in the mixing industry, but I haven't tasted it like neat before. So I'm really excited. It will be available in September. It will be 55% ABV and about 7 to 8 years of a bourbon. So it should be quite a strong one. Hopefully it will end up in my cask, and keep subscribed so you will see all these upcoming videos. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next week.